And we rolling. Hello everyone. This is Converse with Turk, episode 3. Today we got something different going on that I had on the channel. We have a three-person one. We have David, and we have my sister Nautica. And then we don't have no table. We're gonna call this the 3-chair talk. I don't have nothing in mind, if y'all listen to the podcast. I just go at the top of the head. The first topic I want to discuss on.
What you got?
Let's talk about the workforce.
Interesting.
So the reason I want to talk about the workforce, as I typically hear about old heads, they talk about how the men are lazy in this generation. How y'all feel about that?
I find that to be true. But like I said, I think it has a lot to do with, the things that was happening in I think it was the 60s, the 50s and stuff like that, where they were like, if you want this government assistance, you have to get the men out of the home. And it really tricked people to believing that if you get the men out the home, that you'll get assistance. So it's better, but it wasn't. And so when the men got pushed out of the homes and things like that, I feel like it made the women, do the working and stuff like that. They were the ones that became the head of the household. They worked and took care of the kids. So they took on this masculine role. And then the men, they weren't needed, or they didn't feel like they was needed because they were pushed out of the house and stuff. So I feel like they were like, what's the point? I don't need to work, because the women is taking the government's help over the men being in the house. Mm-hmm. So now, 2025, men are super duper lazy. The women have more drive. And I feel like it has something to do with that taking place.
So you think it was a domino effect?
Yes, absolutely. I think if that stuff never happened, where they sent the men out of the house for government assistance, I believe that we would have a strong foundation right now, 2-parent household, because it dropped drastically after that.
Okay. And what do you think, David?
So let me ask, you brought up a very good point. So specifically in America, do you think that kind of took place with the feminist movement?
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah, that made it worse.
So you think that took a big shift with how men actually take control of partaking in everything, like the workforce and handling everything?
Yeah, because...
Negatively or positively?
It can be both, because I feel like during that time, women couldn't have their own bank accounts and couldn't work and all this like that. So kind of feel trapped in as a woman and things like that. I get that. But on the flip side, what makes it bad is that women stopped knowing what needed, what is the value of a man. That's what women forgot, because they became got this power struggle after that. After they was yeah, we're gonna fight for our rights, da da da. Then they got it, and then now they're oh, I can do what you do. Now we're equal. But that's not what it is. It should have been just kept that we can work now, we have our own bank accounts, but we are women. We just wanted to fight to be able to work, that type of thing. But it got took to another level, okay, we can work now, we can make our own money now we're better than you. And I feel like that, like you said, I feel like that also affected also, because it got took to a level it shouldn't have been taken to.
I gotcha. So because women started to think like that, majority of women in the States, do you think that negatively, well, let me say this, do you think that men now started to get used to it and put on some sort of laziness? Well, you mentioned workforce, so specifically in the workforce or just overall? Overall.
Yeah, workforce, because in my view, typically you kind of want to see a part character of a man, check how he is about his work.
I gotcha.
So
you know what? Yeah, go ahead.
So if you a man and you can't keep a job, that shows me you're unstable. You job. Now I know stuff happen. If you get a job, you find another one because stuff happened. That's one thing. But you quitting a job, don't have nothing lined up. You're not really having a responsibility or feeling a yearning that you need to take care of your responsibility. You just cruising about, or I gotta hustle. A hustle don't replace a job. You gotta make a certain amount of income for the hustle to replace the job. So that's my thing. So he's like, oh yeah, I don't got no job. I'm working part-time Mickey D's. Ain't nothing wrong with Mickey D's, but you don't want nothing better for yourself. So a lot of things I can tell, or if you're talking to a man, he 20 something, talk about, you'd say something like working in a warehouse, but he want more money, but he complain about his pay at his current job. You say, oh, you gotta move boxes. I don't know about that, that's too hard. And you a man?
Oh man. And there be women doing stuff like that. There women be in warehouses.
I will say, okay, you started on a good point now, because I work in IT, and one of the things that really get me, it really irks me, is in corporate, in the field that I work, is that no matter how hard you work, everybody gets paid the same. And everybody is the same, because you all really contribute to the Fortune 500 or this large company that already makes billions. So especially me on the support side, everybody is looked at the same. I remember my manager, which is a male, one time had said, as long as you do the work, you're good. And it really irks me, because I was raised to be perfect in terms of with your labor. Like, really do the best that you can. And I was raised that your work ethic represents you. You just mentioned something about how if you want to look at a man, look at how they work. Is that what you said?
Only line of that.
I was raised like that. And when I entered into corporate at 19, I entered into the work field. My mindset was that really doing the best. And then now I'm 25, I started to notice it's not like that. I started to notice that people become seniors, or people really just move up because a slot is open, they interview for it. They just get it.
Yeah.
Because I look at my work ethic, and with the company that I'm with now, I remember maybe two years or so, I was at the top of the most calls taken, the top of closing the most cases. I was literally on a monthly basis one of the top. But then I noticed, well, David isn't getting anything. David isn't getting, the recognition might come through an email.
They didn't give you no incentive or nothing for that?
No.
No bonus, no nothing?
No.
What about a plaque on the wall?
No. And to me, it was just, I'm getting paid to do the job. So to me, it was like, it was an obligation for me to give my best. But then when I started to notice my coworkers and leadership didn't look for that. They just looked for you to come in, do what you can, and leave. That became really a downside to me. And that goes back to why I started to look further outside of just working for somebody else, which working for myself. Because now I know I can really put in my best effort, make it look good, and I know I did it, compared to just doing what I can for somebody else. And
yes, and you get what you deserve out of it.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I had got into insurance, because like, if I work hard, then I'll get paid exactly how hard I work. That's how much I'm gonna get paid. And if I don't work, I'm not gonna get paid. But like with 9 to 5, it doesn't matter. Like you were saying, it doesn't matter if you work your butt off. It doesn't matter. You're still gonna get paid the same as somebody that's slacking, that go take break every 30 minutes. You still gonna get paid the same exact amount.
And I have experienced that. From 19, I got into corporate all the way until today. It's still the same.
Yeah.
It is still the same. I already know. Okay, let me give this example. IT companies that I work for slim down how many people they can hire. So a lot of them. And that literally leaves with the people that they have. Those are going to be the people that they're going to keep. But sometimes they don't even open up new positions to allow people to get hired in.
They hire internally?
Yes, they do. But that means that the workload is literally pressed on everybody that's here. Sometimes they don't even want to hire out.
Oh.
And I'm here with this huge workload, and I can see another coworker that has 10 more or less cases than me. And I'm like, why? Or I can see a coworker that I work 2 different platforms in IT, because I'm in telecommunications. I work 2 different platforms, which is like, my mind is pushed to 100. And I can see a coworker that's moved into working 1 platform only. And I'm working the two different platforms getting paid the same. And I'm like, why?
No.
So they evaluate that there's some people that can't work like you, David. So we're going to have to move them to only handle what they can handle, but let's still pay them the same, David.
No.
Why?
I learned that because I had team-based jobs, which said I'm a trucker. I'm glad I don't have to deal with that as much. Right now I'm in training at a new position, but the thing I like about what I do, so I do deliveries with a semi, is that it's no team-based job, so it ain't no slack. You gotta worry about somebody slacking and pick someone else slack up. It's I do the work.
Right.
So as the multiple jobs I had over time, I realized that I don't like team-based jobs typically. Now it's different if I can pick the team, but if you're gonna give me because the truth of the matter, if you're working for a company and y'all all doing the same thing, everybody's not working.
No, they're not.
They're doing the bare minimum to get through without getting talked about or getting coached or anything like that. They're gonna do the bare minimum. So with that, I learned from having team-based jobs. You don't, but be honest, you don't want to go in there trying to be an A+ because somebody doing the F, they can be like, oh well, he good, he can handle that. That's what he does. And then him do bare minimum. They gonna tell him, oh, you need to do more. They gonna just say, oh well, said he can't. David, can you do this?
Yeah.
And it's been like,
can you do this? Can you do this?
They don't get on him and be like, hey, you need to start picking up. They be like, hey, can you just pick up this? No.
That's why I also unload trucks. I worked for a company, I unload trucks. And I realized the dude that was the fastest, he probably take problem like, but you probably got like a thing to you, but you really playing yourself because say on average, you work with 2 people a truck, y'all do 2 trucks a day, but say he's so fast, probably himself, I'm the fastest. Okay, you finna 3 trucks. They gonna load you up and you think, oh yeah, you getting paid the same as all of us.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do 3 trucks. I'm gonna do 2. You over here, I'm fast. Okay, be fast. And we gonna get the same amount of hours.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do this. So it's like, yeah, I do believe you need to do your best job, but it depends the dynamic. Yeah. Are they gonna hold you accountable, hold the slacker accountable for slacking? Like actually get on to him about it, or they just like, oh, that is the way he is. Then when you're not doing yours, what's happening? Why you ain't get to the 3rd truck? What's on? Then they wanna come at you that way because you're not performing to the best of your abilities. But what about the F-?
What up, man? And I've been experiencing that since I worked for corporate, and you know there was a raise that was a yearly raise for me recently. My yearly raise was less than somebody else that barely does what I do.
Oh no.
And I I'm all right. I'm doing all right for myself. But where did the performance go? My father, we've been working for IT years, and his performance, you can see how it pushed him to the higher level where he is now. But in this day and age, the performance is not valued anymore. And that's a big factor for me that I really can't stand. I can't stand it.
I wonder do that tied to the weak-minded culture we're in now.
That's what it is.
To where people like, we're all need to be the same and stuff like that. The truth is, yeah, we're all same as being a human being, but it is levels of things.
Right.
You are good at what you're good at. Like, they try to tell their kids, you can be whatever you want to be. That's a lie. You can be whatever you want to be to the best of your abilities. He can build on. Your child has a math deficiency, and you tell him he can be a mathematician. Stop lying to that boy. But yeah, so it's like that. Oh yeah, we all this fair and this. Everybody just do their best and all that stuff. So you tell them you can't tell their best. You should never hire them on if they don't have the capacity or the capabilities to do the job.
Like even with like customer service now. It's like I was just talking to my sister about that the other day. I'm like, customer service is so trash now. Like, it's like you call somebody up there, you could be calling Taco Bell and be like, hey, like just trying to ask for something. They're like, Taco Bell, and then you're like, hey, can I get this or whatever? And they're just like, we're open, or just come in, or they'll hang up on you or something. It's like y'all don't have the like customer service like it used to be back then. Like now it just you walk in there, they on their phones. Like you walk up to them and they literally on their phone just typing and they're like, hold on, wait. And they still text and then they're like, hold on, wait. How can I help you? Anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Like that's not customer service. And that type of stuff matters. That stuff be getting on my nerves. Like I actually I'll say something to you. I'll be like, you're not providing customer service at all.
That mommy
because you're at work, you know, like you're at work, like regardless of, I don't care if you had a bad day, if you just broke up with your boyfriend or whatever's going on. When you come into the establishment, you need to put on your business face. Don't treat people like that. If you can't just do a simple greeting, like I'm gonna say something to you because you're on the clock. Like you can address your customers correct.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it has settled this low to where we're just paying people to fill in the position, and we're not looking for the best people to fill in that position.
Yeah.
Even if they don't, I don't know if the hiring staff is looking for people that meet the qualifications, incorporate the qualifications of just a degree rather than the qualifications of having people skills, because people skills are so much better than having a degree.
Yeah.
Because now
Everybody doesn't have.
I'm
people
having
skills.
to pick up
They don't.
on so much slack. I can have a customer call in and say, hey, I spoke to this person and he wasn't doing the job so and so and so and so. Okay, let me help them. And they'll come out and they'll say, thank you so much, David. I shouldn't have to do that 20, 30 times. I should not have to
That's
do
sad.
that. And I could tell my leadership about it. Hey, it looks like this was handled wrong by one of our engineers. Can you take a look at it? Yes, I will. Never hear nothing back. Engineer's still there. It irks me.
Yeah.
We have settled so low
low.
to just pay people something, but we're not looking for the best person to literally fill in the positions. And those people could be out there right now not filling in those positions which they should be, getting overlooked maybe by a resume that doesn't seem as fitting as this person, but yet you hire this person because he's been a manager for 3 years, but he or she come on and barely do a thing. But let me go back to your point, because the most slack that I get is from men. The most laziness that I get is from men. Men, and it irks me. I mean, it really gets me when a man doesn't want to do the job, and sometimes I provide feedback, or I try to make a correction, and I try to put a smiley face, like, hey, you didn't do this, such and such, such. You know, one man even told me, one of my coworkers even told me one time, David, it doesn't look like you're doing the right work. And I went on my case, I looked, and I made sure everything was correct. And I said, hey, I even got my leadership to approve this. And I mean, men just give me the biggest, lowest efforts. But I could have a manager that's a woman, and she can go all out. I mean, she can really go and give her best efforts. And when I go to a man, either it's a misunderstanding, either we're not going to look at eye to eye, or either there's going to be pride or the ego that's going to be standing in the way. Do you understand what I'm saying? But yet I could talk to a woman, and a woman can outperform a man.
Yeah, that is what is sadly I noticed, and that's why I think that even just going to college don't mean you better than someone, but that's why I think it also kind of translates to why I think the studies showed that women have been getting degrees more likely. Not meaning everybody, I don't believe everybody can go to college, but I think that can be an indicator about actually driving and going for your goals. Because sad to say, like, the men is just literally lacking a lot of things. Like, they don't want to work no more. They're lazy, mentally feeble-minded, immature. Like,
no emotional intelligence.
Another thing about the workforce I don't like is, where's the professionalism inside the workspace? People got a potty mouth at work, cussing to the customers, not at them, but just literally in a regular conversation, like, yeah, whatever, boom, F word, in front of the customer. I'm only 25. I remember you supposed to be on your best behavior in front of a customer. Now it's literally,
I don't
literally
get it.
talking with your coworker, just talking crazy. The customer come up, hold on, let me get this customer. Yeah, this is that all you need? Okay, yeah, get it done. And the customer didn't even grab their stuff already, discard them, go back and talking.
And you talking loud about what you did at a party yesterday, just out loud, just telling everybody
on
in the
FaceTime
restaurant,
at work,
on FaceTime
letting me know inside the office building that you had an edible yesterday.
Yes.
How is that
like
supposed to make me? How is that supposed to make me transfer a case to you? You know, like, let alone how is that supposed to make me want to trust you to handle my?
It's these phones.
It's this, like, it's so annoying. And one thing I'm so tired of is when I need help and somebody's supposed to be in support of customer service, you don't know nothing.
No.
Why are you here? Like you over here, I come in like, I need help with that. Oh, I don't like, or they let you get so much out just to tell you they don't know.
I mean, but I get that though, because you know, like that could be somebody that's going through their training experience, but at least be like, hey, I can get that information for you. Just give me 1 second. Because that's a difference, because it'll be times wherever I get a job and I don't know, but I can be like, I can go get that information for you.
Some people don't do that.
For 1 second.
A lot don't do that.
But then I'll go get the information and I'll be like, hey, this is that, so I can still help you. I'm just not gonna be like, oh, I don't know. I don't know.
And it's the way I'm not gonna lie, it's a pet peeve. Even the way how they do it gets on my nerves. They be doing this. They be like, so I'll say, oh, what's your problem? This and this and that. Oh, I got this and this and this. I need this done, and I'm trying to figure out about this. And I'm like, oh, well, I don't know how to do that. Have you tried this? Like, stop giving me options if you don't know what you're talking about.
You literally just said, I don't know.
And then like they got attitude. I'm like, if you hate your job, I'm a big advocate for this. Write it down. Mm-hmm. If you hate your job, quit.
It's very simple.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
I can spell it out for you. Q-U-I-T. Quit.
It definitely ruins it for a lot of us. A lot of us that are actually working.
It does.
And that are actually really determined, not just to make a paycheck, but determined to have our resume look good. Mm-hmm. I can't have my resume look good if I keep having to pick up slack. It just don't look good, because all I'm doing is repeating the same work that I shouldn't have to be doing. And I really want leadership
to start leading.
Yeah. It became so sad to me that leadership is not, I'm in this generation as a young adult, but yet how is it that I can remember at 19 years old, mm-hmm. working at a call center full of people, my leadership was like this. Mm-hmm. On me, David, you're not meeting your calls in 7 minutes. David, you're not meeting them. Now, fast forward just a few years later, my leadership won't do a thing if I tell them, hey, so-and-so and so didn't do his job. Check into him. Mm-hmm. I won't hear back.
You know what I think? You know how this world got so sensitive over the past 5 years? I think that's what it is. Like, people are scared to say something to somebody because they don't want somebody to say that they're discriminating against them. Because, people have that really bad. Like, you could be a black person and your boss could be white, and then they could be like, hey, you're not meeting this. And then they'll be like, oh, you picking on me because I'm black. No, you're just not doing your job. Mm-hmm. Or if somebody's gay or something and you try to tell them, hey, you didn't meet this yesterday, or hey, you didn't do this yesterday. Oh, it's because I'm gay. No, you're just not doing your job. And I think that's what managers and bosses, they trying to just avoid that, especially when it comes to the transgenders and all of them. They can really mess your whole business up more than actual discrimination against a black person or a minority. If you like say something to a transgender, they'll be ready to kill you and your whole family over trying to say something to a transgender, because it's so serious now for some reason. So I think that's what it is. People are very scared of getting these issues, like somebody calling them racist or discriminating against. They're probably just like, I don't even want to say nothing to people no more.
On a thing that you touched on, do you think that the leadership is a reflection of the people? Because if the leadership don't care, then it will go down to the people, because that kind of often goes hand in hand. Like, so you got terrible leadership, terrible people. Because I don't even know what it is. I'm pretty sure I can probably pick it out. Someone gets more acknowledgement or probably has more favor at your job and don't work twice as hard as you, but he probably got similar, or she got similar characteristics to your leadership. See?
Yes, absolutely. See? So the leadership does, yes. There's just a few of us like me that won't be dwindled down to it. I refuse to come that low. Because I'm a man, first of all. It's not in a man to come down. So when I see a man settling that low, oh my gosh. You know like, how mad that gets me? If you allow yourself to settle that low for your work, what are you doing at home? I can't imagine how you settle at home.
You see a wife, like she just came out the garbage can.
I just can't imagine, because your workplace is literally your space to perform or to show your creativity, your determination, everything about you. Whatever work you do, even if you flip burgers, that's your opportunity for you to show really how determined you are at accomplishing your goals.
That's why I said
You
about
made
the
a
job
good
thing.
point.
That's why I said about the job. You can tell a lot by men or women about their consistency in having a job, how they act at the job, all types of stuff. So you at work and you acting like this, like you don't care, acting like an idiot. I wonder how you act when you leave here.
Oh yeah.
And then with jobs like you see it time and time again. Like if you got jobs where supervisors go out and they come back in, or they know they got the district manager or something come in, watch how the whole office get on their behavior, how they should work. Even though, say you got leadership that know how to talk to his own employees. When that district manager comes that's over him, oh, yeah, this and this and this. He don't really act like that. He just doing that because you here oversee him. Yeah, this and that. And yeah, this is going on. Voice change, get softer. And then next thing when they leave, back
Sorry.
I seen that time and time again because I delivered to Dollar Generals. I seen the supervisor there talk to their employees reckless. But then when the district manager come, tone change, start getting different. I'm like, you fake in my head. You very fake. And I can't stand fake people. Even if I don't view to nothing you do. If you being real in your stupidity, I respect it more than someone that's being fake and acting like they something they not. I can't stand it. I really can't. So if y'all got any more comments on that before I switch the topic?
I gotta go back to the first point you made, because I wish, and if anybody is hearing me, I really wish in corporate, that's where I am, that men would pick up leadership. The best manager that I can recall having in my own company is a woman. She was my first one. She interviewed me. Now she's at the top. She literally went past, she's probably skipped positions from a manager to when I first started in 3 years to being almost probably now a director. And anytime I get a new manager, I'm starting to miss the old one. Because every time I get a new manager, it goes like this, going down the steps and lower. And I'm like, I'm starting to miss the old one, even though he didn't even meet the standards. But
that's terrible.
That's just how.
That's terrible.
And I'm just speaking from my perspective.
He said, give me the old bone.
Give me the old bone.
It's an opportunity really for men to really pick up leadership. And by leadership, not just, hey, do your work. By leadership, I mean, pick up the, hey, I'm checking in on you. How's everything going? Hey, do you want to talk about anything? Hey, it looks like such and such and such may be going on. Hey, we're having this amount of changes. I know it's going to be a whole lot and it's going to be overwhelming. So let's go ahead and talk about it.
Yeah,
that
they don't
kind of
do
leadership.
That no more.
I wish men would pick that up. Women are there. Women are there at doing that. Men are rather just, hey, you haven't touched this in a while, check it. What is that doing for me? You're just telling me what to do. A manager is more than telling me. Leadership is more than just telling me what to do.
Yes.
I think, at least.
It's also leading by example. Also.
Yep.
Okay. So the next topic I want to touch on is mental weakness.
Okay.
In the generation that we live in, I'm born in 2000, month January, day 11. I literally seen so much change with mental weakness getting worse and worse as time go on. How was it kids had a stronger mind in middle school and got weaker in high school? Shouldn't it be the other way? People can't handle nothing, but all these times, I know people be having mental like stuff like that, but that's why when old heads talk about our generation, about something is lacking with the mental strength and so easy to break and crumble, this generation is like wet tissue paper.
Yeah, they are.
They just so easy to crumble and it's so weak. I admit, when the old heads talk about us, I don't even defend it. They be like, yeah, they weak, y'all lazy. You right? Go ahead, old head, go ahead.
No, I be saying not me. I'm like, you talking about them?
No, I don't do that
me.
because if they speaking generally, yes, I'm the outliner. That don't apply to me because I got mental toughness, but
yes,
literally
the generation, yeah.
willing to break apart just because to break apart because somebody said something about you.
That's because these people, they don't go outside no more. Like, they don't go outside and fall off the trees no more, and they don't burn their knees no more. They don't do nothing like that no more. They are in the house on TikTok, they're not really out there experiencing like life like we used to. Like whenever we used to be outside, like we used to actually fist fight each other, like do all that type of stuff, like actually interacting with one another, all that type of stuff. I think people's mind got weak once the technology came about. I think it's technology. I'm not gonna lie, because it started to allow people to become victims. Like you could be a victim and cry about everything now, like everything, and then somebody's always there to be like, oh, what's wrong? What's going on? Always like you don't have people that's like, hey, like fix your problems, or like pick yourself back up.
Yeah.
Like it used to be back then. Like you didn't do all that whining, crying about stuff back then. Like
it's like even like where I'm working, is hearing people complain so much about their job, like
And it don't
like
look
like it's
major.
so miserable. They just be stuff like, they be like sometimes like random, they don't care about this, like even making it weird. Like you'll say something like, oh, how you doing? They be like, or something to come to like, man, how do you feel about, like, they be like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, life sucks. Bruh, don't I want to hear that negative stuff? If you hate your life, that's you. I love life.
I'm like, cool.
You over because you feel that miserable. Okay, that's you. Life do get hard, but if you ever try to hear, Turk off himself, that's a lie. I want to live. I'm not offing myself.
A factor of what has made this generation weak is the parents of this generation.
Oh yeah.
The parents of the generation, 40s, 50s, maybe a little over 60, maybe 60, but 30, 40, 50. The parents of our generation, us, have settled so low, some, but a majority, a lot actually.
Very, very low.
Including my own parents. I literally, it's like a night and day where I remember growing up having such a strict father and mother. And now that I'm 25, it has been dwindled down to, I don't even get a call of, David, are you making sure you're doing such and such a thing? David, make sure you keep yourself like this as a young man. David, make sure you carry yourself like this as a young, I don't hear that no more. Yeah, I'm out of the home, but that'd be nice to hear from a father who's supposed to be my role model. A man is always going to be in need of a role model. A man might say, no, I'm not in need of a role model. All right, that's you. But a man is always going to need some kind of a role model.
I needed a role model, so I
to learn how to really keep yourself upright. And a woman, a young lady also, I'm sure, is also in need of a role model. Role models are almost dead.
Yes.
It's rare to find.
Did you have a role model?
My father was my role model, man. When I was young, he was that tough one. And I thank God till this day. But unfortunately, those characteristics are almost gone. And what I hold on to is what I had when I was growing up. I hold on to that in my memory. That keeps me going, of like, okay, David, hold yourself up like this. David, make sure you treat people like that. I don't have that no more.
Your dad taught you that? Yeah,
my father, I was actually taught so many things. Don't hang around these people. Don't talk to these people. Don't hang around thugs. Don't hang, My father was telling me all this. But just because I'm now in my 20s, 25, that doesn't mean I need to stop hearing them.
Yeah.
I could use them because I'm still growing up.
Yeah.
I could always use wisdom, and I could always use information from somebody that has lived twice or longer than me, So really, because I seek learning all the time, I'm always willing to learn. And it's rare for me to learn anything from anybody now.
Yeah.
Because now I have to really pick out so many needles out of the haystack. Even if you're 50, I gotta literally find maybe one thing and ding. All right, I'll hold on to you. I'll hold on to that one. Yeah.
Right.
Out of 50 words that man or woman said to me, one thing was good.
Yeah, maybe I'll take one.
Nothing stick when they talk to
Nothing
you. It's
stick.
like, oh, that's dumb. No. Oh, no, absolutely not.
And that,
Then you finally get something, and it don't even be a full piece of paper. They give you the corner. They literally do this. Well, I'm gonna give him something.
Yeah.
Here you go.
exactly.
Just that. And then we get it, it's soggy.
Yep.
And I was also raised by my grandmother, my mother's mother. She's still alive, and she was tough on me. Like, I couldn't leave the tables without finishing my plate. I couldn't leave the table without finishing my vegetables. I couldn't get up if we were all dining in together. I couldn't just get up while everybody's still eating and go off somewhere. I had to. I couldn't excuse myself at 11 or 12 or 9 or 10. No, you stay there while the grown folks are eating. Nowadays, it's not like that.
It's not.
But I thank God my grandmother's still holding up firm, and I really look up to that. That I look up to. That I respect. I'm gonna say I respect somebody that's not moving, and that really holds firm to how they were really raised with toughness. Because nowadays everybody moves like water. Everybody picks up
Unstable.
the slackness of everybody. Everybody's now affecting everybody.
Yes.
Slackness, just I'm gonna give you slackness. Boom.
It's like COVID.
Now all of a sudden you just I don't want to work. It's like, where is that?
It's in the air.
Yes.
Laziness. Take it in. Take it in.
So whenever I find just one person, even if they're not living right, whenever I find one, today I was getting some things because I'm doing some work in the yard. I was getting some rocks that I could put on the ground, pebbles, drainage pebbles, and those bags are kind of heavy. And I went to the supply store, and all the bags had holes in them, so all the rocks were just on the floor. So I was telling the lady, I can't do nothing with this. I can't carry it. So she said, we're just gonna give you everything for $1. I was like, okay, cool. She gets on the floor with her bare hands and picks up all the pebbles and puts them all in the bags, rocks, literally, put them all in the bags, tapes them and everything. And I moved out in the country right here because I used to be in the city. I'm watching and I'm like, ain't no way a young lady, she ain't even had no pretty nails or nothing, ain't no done nails, I'm looking and I'm like, ain't no way. I have not seen that.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. And she's doing everything. She's packing it up for me. She gives me the tape so I could take my own. She grabs a cart, push that thing. I'm watching and I'm like,
It's a hard-working woman.
what a well job. See, that is good. I respect that. Over somebody that's just gonna talk and get paid the same amount of, okay, can you also get down like that and really work like that? I can see that in a young lady. That surprises me.
Wonder.
I would love to see that in young men.
Who was your role model?
You growing up? But as
It's somebody cutting onions.
but that was because you're only 2 years older than me, but you literally had to do a whole bunch of stuff that you shouldn't have had to do to make sure that we was good, me and my sister.
Yeah.
When my mama was going through what she was going through or whatever. So whenever I seen that it is possible for, even when you're young, for you to be strong and don't let what's going on with you, regardless if the lights is off, regardless if you don't got food in the refrigerator, none of that matters when your head is strong. And I learned that from my brother at a young age. So my brother, but as a young girl, I didn't really have a woman role model. Like, I didn't really have a woman that I like seen and was like, I want to be like her, like, or something.
Anybody
like
else
that.
in your family, auntie, grandmother?
Yeah,
anybody?
absolutely not. No one. Absolutely not. I can't even name one woman that I would be like, yeah, I want to be like her.
Did
at
you
all.
find any not in your family?
Yeah.
Teacher, school?
If we're going to go in our family, I can bear witness on that. You know how you filling out a paper to turn into, like, if you're at the doctor's office, but if you got something, if you want to list out the names of the family members, you'll put NA on all of it.
Yeah. not at all. But I did have some good teachers and stuff like that, though. They were good teachers or whatever, but it wasn't like I could really like relate to them, because I feel like they really didn't know what we was going through because they haven't been through it before. I feel like I could look at somebody as a role model that been through what I've been through and came out of it.
I got you.
But I did have good people in my life, though, good women in my life and things like that. But I did not have a woman role model. Like, I hope I'm able to be that for my nieces and stuff like that, because I don't plan on having kids. But I hope I like that for my nieces and stuff. I hope they be like, yeah, like my auntie, I could look up to her. She's somebody I could look up to. But I didn't have that, which is
That's a
kind of
powerful
sad
statement
now that I
that
think of.
that's a powerful statement you just said. You're considering the future fact that your work you're putting in now
Yeah.
could be a positive effect for the people coming after you.
Yes, because I didn't have a woman role model.
Do you know
so,
how many people don't even think about that?
Yeah,
It goes straight through their head.
Yeah.
Have zero, none thought of that.
I don't see how you could live life without thinking about the future. Like, because after we die, we left all these people behind.
On
So-
that, I can be honest. When I was in middle school, I didn't think about. I never really wanted to be a role model. I'll be honest. Like I was never thinking like, oh, I want to be a good influence to others, or I want to be the example. I never did. So, touching on Naka, saying her role model, she told me this. I knew this when I was young, and at the time, I'd be like, no, brother, I was a pick on my sister and all this type of stuff. I found out in a strange way. We was I think I was in a cafeteria. We had a teacher, and he put me in a headlock. This was before everybody got so like soft. The teachers used to bully you. Like yeah, so they got soft now. And all. Like you can't do that.
You can't do nothing now.
Mama trying to get people fired and stuff. But he was cool, so he said something. He messed with me, put me in a headlock, and I'm playing with him, whatever. Cause like you was able to wrestle with my teachers and stuff. And he's like, so he said, have you seen Naka's paper or something? I'm like, nah. And I'm like, you just got him playing, so I'm not all the way there. I just got done getting almost choked out. So I'm like, nah. He said, yeah, Naka, she wrote a paper and said you her role model. Now mentioned, I'm not a good brother. At least I don't think I am. And then he said, yeah, she said you're a role model. Oh, literally stuff froze. I said, role model. What? I went to the table. I had to sit down and collect myself. I said, why am I her role model? I don't got nothing. I don't play sports. I was an academic at the top. I'm not fresh because we was broke. I ain't got no hair. Like, I'm thinking, what are you looking at? What's wrong with you?
So
like,
that really had you thinking.
Yeah, I was thinking. I was like, wow. So, what you said, even if, I think you said something along the lines like you can, if you don't think about being a role model, you're not worried about it, you do have a part, pretty much, on, like, paraphrase what you said. That's true because I definitely didn't think my sister ever said I was going to be her role model. Man. So, I didn't ask her why she thought about that until, I believe, this year. Yep. She told me because my mental strength.
So you weren't even thinking about it. We're hearing your sister this whole time.
Yeah. It was in my house.
Was watching.
In my house, and I didn't even know that. I was not thinking, I'm a role model to my sisters. No, I never thought about that. I was thinking, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, because who else is going to do it?
Mm-hmm.
So, and what was your reasoning for picking him as your role model at that age? What characteristics did you admire?
The ability to like push through anything, and then also like just having a mind of your own. Like he always been like that. Like it didn't matter. Like it could be like 5,000 people in the room, and he'll come in dressed way different than everybody. He'll talk way different than everybody, and people would admire him from that. And if you didn't like it, it didn't matter to him either way. He'll come in the next day and be the exact same way. And I really did admire that because that was something that I low-key lacked when I was growing up. Like I felt like I needed to blend in. I was telling you that the other day. I felt like I needed to blend in. He felt like he didn't care, regardless of what nobody was feeling. And I admired that because I'm like, dang, like I wish I could do that. Like I wish I was like more strong to be able to do something like that. I'm like that now that I'm getting older, but whenever I was growing up, I wasn't like that.
Did you ever ask him?
No, yeah. I just watched.
Yeah.
I watched.
What got you to move like that? Was it?
Some of it was really just in me because some characteristics, I've been having since I was a little boy. So honestly, most of it was just in me. And then also I think it tied into who my role model was. My role model was only a few years older than me. My role model was my homeboy I met like at 7 years old. His name was Flock. That was his nickname. And the same way how she made like that I didn't care how I moved and now I do my own thing. He was like that. Like he could fit in almost any circle. He could talk with the nerds about technology and anime and all this other stuff and understand what they're talking about, read anime books and all this other stuff, be with the hood people, knowing the street terminology. He'll fight too. And then he hanging out with them, but he don't dress like the hood people. He had his own drip. And even if he was getting roasted in the group he was in, he will wear what he wanted to wear. He did not care. Like, you could roast him 3 days straight. He won't be like, because some people, when they get roasted by a certain thing, they won't wear it no more. He'll wear that thing again 3 days later with the same confidence. So I admire that. Like,
So it wasn't even your dad, because he was.
my daddy
Lord,
was.
he
So
was
you.
sorry.
If you're
So
talking
it-
about the most
Yeah.
impactful role model, I would say him, because mama used to say it. I thought I was blind. She was like, "Oh, you just trying to be like him." You know, I ain't gonna lie. As a boy, you don't want to hear that. You're trying to be like somebody that's around your same age. You don't want to hear that. You want. I'm like, no, I'm not. But I got older. Like, I did want to be like Flock. And my dad was for a certain point, but like he left at like 7 something.
Yeah.
So my strongest role model was I wanted to be like Flock.
That is something.
Even how he could be able to get the girls and everything. I wanted to be just like him because he was smooth. He
So
was
that goes
smooth.
back to the same. That goes back to the point I made that a man is going to search for a role model, whether anybody likes it or not, whether you like it or not. As a young man, if you're watching, you are looking or searching for a role model to pick up anything, whether it's skills, whether it's how to speak, how to do certain things. It's just natural.
And that goes to what I was saying. Put the fathers back in the household. Put the fathers back in the household. Literally. That's what it is.
So the next topic I want to touch on, and it's lovely how the conversation is going because we already touched on it, we flowing in that direction. Why are people so scared to be different?
That's a good point.
Why do people have the sheep mentality?
You know, I'll go first because I'm going to give my perspective that I already gave in your last video from not being born in the States, coming here, migrating to the States. And I talked about how I saw a lot of things that I tried to adapt to, the ways of how African Americans really move down here and cuss and all that stuff in school. So I really tried to assimilate
filthy mouths in
myself
here.
with the environment to make myself look like I belong. And it wasn't until I got maybe 18-ish or so, it wasn't until I really started to work with myself, building up a full-time career, that I realized I can't really do that no more. I can't really be like other people, especially in corporate. I can't really, even though there's still filthy mouths in corporate, but people are afraid to be different because they're going to be afraid of losing friends, going to be afraid of not being in those environments anymore with those same people, with those same friends. Or some people even think that they're just going to lose their opportunities or jobs completely. So some are just afraid of being different. And I say that because I now embrace everything about who I am. I embrace the culture that I was born with, African side, the French side. I embrace a little bit more of the fact that I'm fluent in 2 languages and I can speak French and I can speak English. Now it's sad to say, but as a young man, I'm embracing that completely because I'm starting to see that there's way more when I actually tap into what I'm born as or born into. There's way more opportunities with people.
Yeah.
When you talk to people, people can relate to you now.
Yeah.
You're not just this person that just has one side of view and perspective of everything. People don't want that. People don't want a person that only speaks one thing on just things that are natural. People want to see other options or other aspects of life. So it opens up way more doors.
It's better to be more diverse and not so one-dimensional. So I agree with that.
Yeah, it's good that you said that because, like me, like being an adult woman now, like I'm starting to tap into who I actually am. Because, like I was saying, like in high school and stuff like that, I wasn't being myself at all, really, in high school. It's crazy because like my brother seen right through it. He will always be like, "Stop! Like, stop this thing you got going on."
I was
Just
like,
stop it.
we're talking like that. You're not even like that. You're not. Like, you're not like that. What? And they like, and then she got this thing. I'm like, you don't even know. Like, she's literally like a nerd. Like, she literally writes, go in her room. It's fun to her. She goes in the living room, gets some paper, get a pen or a pencil, and writes. That's her thing.
But the people at high school, they would have never thought that that's what I do when I go back home.
A woman that loves animals like cats and dogs.
And
That's how she is.
that's how. So like now that I'm like older and stuff like that, like now I'm embracing all of that about who I really am, and it's like because it's way more good on your mental to just be who you are. I feel like it takes way more effort to try to be something else. So like I feel like people are scared to be, who they are because, like you were saying, people are scared of the outcome, like, being the outcast or, people talking about you or not having friends or, me, I was feeling like I needed to blend in due to like, I didn't know nobody where I was. So I'm like, I mean, hey, like, I guess this is what they do in this environment. So let me just like blend in a little bit.
I can be honest. Being in school, you do have phases where you want to be accepted. Even for me, kind of having my head on a little stronger. But you do because who wants to go to school and eat at the table by themselves, play by themselves, sit in the back of the class, nobody acknowledge you. Only person you hear really say your name is the teacher for calling roll.
Literally, like whenever when you go into school, you literally go like when you get there, you want to find a group, even if it's just one more person. You just want somebody that's by you.
They like, oh yeah, Tyree Thomas here. That's when somebody say your name.
No.
And then you walking in the hallway, you just invisible. You just don't know. I pay attention. You sitting at grabbing your little lunchtime. Everybody talking about yeah. You over here getting your drink, getting your food, sit down. Everybody talking about you on the corner, eating your food. Time to walk to school. You're just by yourself.
By yourself the whole time.
It's like the thing when they saying that you could be in a room. In this case, we want to say building. You could be in a building full of people and still be lonely. None of them see you. They can say, yeah, do you know who Tyreek is? Who? The one that be in the corner. Who?
The one that's in the corner is crazy.
Oh, this and this. And then they switch you a bum like I was at first. They're like, yeah, the one with the one that wore the same shirt every Tuesday. Oh, yeah, I know him.
The musty one. Or the one
I wasn't musty. That's one thing I didn't do. No, son. I was not musty.
You said a whole lot there because there's so many different ways I could go. The irony is, if I could tell myself something back then, is to embrace even being alone. Because the irony is, I was seeking for people to be with that didn't even love me.
They shunned you.
Yes.
That didn't even know what love was themselves. Because we're growing up in a generation that does not know how to love one another.
No.
That does not know how to take salt and bring it to your next door neighbor anymore. So the fact that I wasn't raised like that, but came to America, I started to learn that, people kind of move like that, where it's, I don't really care about you, but hey, I'm gonna need you for something, then I don't really care. So
it's like a me against the world mentality.
Yeah, it is.
I really would tell myself back then, David, embrace being alone and just focusing on yourself. And find people that actually love you.
Yes.
Find people that actually know what it is like to love their friend and be good to their friend.
People do not know how to be good friends.
That's the advice you wish you heard, huh, Nautica?
Oh yeah. Well, I've heard it a bunch of times. I was being hard-headed. People being told me that.
I could see it.
But that's so true though. It's so true though. But then again, it's like how are they going to love or respect you when you don't love and respect yourself? Because you don't even know who you are. You pretending for them.
Yeah.
And we're living in a generation that is being raised to not love themselves. Really.
Yeah.
Because even though we're in the mid-20s, but as soon as we broke into the teen years, now we broke into the movement of technology that completely dismantles the minds of the young people now, especially if you didn't live in a stable household. So because we're already growing up on that, you're going to school with children or young adults that literally don't know how to love one another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's one thing I would definitely tell myself, man.
Yeah. So, well, I could say for myself, to try to get the best, like, of course, I wasn't how my mind is now because I gradually got even more mental strong as time go on. But as my sister touched on about me, it's because at home, the light usually was shined on my sisters because they was into like extracurricular activities and stuff. But I never really cared about those things. But I'm always pushing so much, do some extra. But my mentality wasn't like how some like where they'll play they're not so aware of what they're in. They just focus on being a kid. I wasn't focused on being a kid. I was focused on stuff that usually a parent will worry on, like bills and necessities and clothes and
That's
food
crazy.
and all that stuff. I was worried about those type of things because you can't play me blind. Meaning, oh, here a ball. I don't care about this ball. We ain't got no food in the fridge. So I loved money young. I had a candy store when I was like 6, 7 years old. And I knew I had a young face, whatever. So even I was able to tell neighbors, I can take your garbage can to the curb for $5. So
You did that young?
Yeah, like very young. I know how to make money. So I care about money. And even if you got like somebody older, you like, oh, you want to work? You can do some job, like we can do yard work. I'll come. You gonna pay me? I'll come. I'll give me $1. I didn't mind working for $1. But so with that mentality, whatever, I didn't always have friends, and I know it's like to be, but also me having, I think the word they use is hypersensitive, due to me being in a chaotic environment and having to read. You come home and it's a party going on. You don't know none of these people. You might know some, or you got some weird cousins and stuff. You got to be able to see what's going on at a fast rate. So I could be able to tell that, oh, we hanging out and talking, whatever, but then when these group of people come around, you don't treat me the same. Or when this person come around, now you want to talk about me too much to this dude, or now you roasting on me too hard in front of these group of people, or you trying to play me bad in front of these females. I'm able to see all them things, and I would literally make it like a data sheet, like he a fraud. He a fraud, even though characteristics like, oh, he hating, or you can kind of tell what somebody admire and they side-eyeing you. Like they looking like, anything in for, especially if he see a female, he like look at you. So
that was really finna be a problem.
So like you in elementary, I really didn't have a lot of friends. I had like flock, whatever, but in elementary, I kind of didn't have, they were part of a couple, but I wasn't popular. So I'll do time going on and not having a big group of friends or being known or nothing like that. As time growing, as you see, I got very comfortable in being me because I had to, because I'm at home. I got my sisters and them, but they got their own lives. They got friends. They going out and stuff like that.
Let me ask you, could you speak to anybody your age about how your household was? Like, dang, I got this problem at home. Could you speak to it?
I don't think it ever came to mind because my mama thing is you keep what's in your house. And I didn't know, I speak with Nautica, no. When you poor, that's not something you want to talk about. That's embarrassing. What you going on? Oh, my light's off. No, I'm not saying that. So y'all can tell everybody not get roasted? Nah. It's funny though, because if you grow up in the projects,
everybody
talk about
going
my
through
light's
it.
been off, but your light's been off before too.
Yes, everybody's lights is off, but nobody want to talk about it though.
And they talk about, yeah, mama bought me some new shoes. I got Jordans or whatever. But are you going to tell that's why your light's off? You're not going to say that part. Oh, yeah, bro, you wearing the same shit last year. Yeah, but my light's on and your mama can't even put no food in the fridge because she wants you to so fresh with the days that you're going to grow it in.
That she going to pawn too eventually. She
Sold
going to
She going to sell that flat screen she gave you with her tax. Oh, let's talk about when the taxes come. The taxes come.
Everybody
is something. It's going to be right at the pot. Cause bills coming.
That's
I bought my son
crazy.
I bought my son Xbox 360. He got Jason. I was thinking he gonna be fresh. It gets old because life happens.
Wow.
But so no, you don't do all that talking and stuff like that with dudes like that. You got to be very selective. Like I said, it's very selective about what you talk about. I talked about.
Okay.
I met 2 genuine friends in my life. That was Flock. We not like really friends now, but him, I could literally even when I was in the world, I could have in-depth conversations with him. About life, about how I feel, how I grew up, and all types of stuff. I was able to do that when we was young. I met him like 7, 8 years old. We could really talk in depth. And then John, I always knew Nautica no because I used to tell her friends wasn't real. I was able to tell her those not your friends. If I told her that wasn't a real friend, they're not friends now. They're not friends with him now. So I know what a real friend is. So I was like, I knew who people was around with real friends because I used to hang out in a group. John can bear witness. Comment this in the comments. John knew when we would be at a group where we used to be 10, 15, I'm probably exaggerating, but like 5 to 15 deep. And so one of them people could be dropping us off. 'Cause I didn't have a car till I was 20. I would have them drop me off on the opposite side of the apartment complex, act like I was going in my house, wait till they pull off, and really walk to my apartment. You know why? Because I know you're not really my friend. We're just hanging out. And even if, say, I had something that just happened I really want to talk about, I wouldn't announce it in front of the whole group. I'll pull John aside, and I'll tell him. It was selective thing. It's certain things. I know how to talk and be good and hang out people and be cool to hang out with, but that don't mean you know me for real.
Let me ask you this, Nautica. How did you handle things just growing up, going to school,
Like,
seeing people and
like how did I handle like my situation, like
Yeah.
being poor and stuff? Oh, I was easy with disassociating it. I was good at disassociating because I was into a bunch of extracurricular stuff that got my mind off of it.
I got you.
So like I was into like track, writing, public speaking, all that stuff. Like, and I was always like doing something. So it was an escape. So
Were you also very selective with what you would say too? Like how he explained?
well, yeah, I didn't really tell people stuff like that was going on. Cause like my brother was saying, you don't want somebody to throw it back in your face. You already hurting off of it. I don't want you to say it out loud when I gotta live through it. Like,
Yeah, it's not some, oh yeah, man, our lights off. Yo, lights off.
literally no. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you were smart, you could see the signs though. Like, you could see that like I'm not matching because I had to get dressed in the dark.
And
So
with
green
the Dollar Tree small candle. The flame bigger than the candle.
So
yeah.
with today, do you still kind of carry that with you, being selective?
Oh yeah, that's wise. You don't post it.
and the trust that you really give people?
Yeah, I don't believe you should be trusting anybody. You don't distrust nobody. They gotta prove themselves.
How do you prove it? I was gonna ask you.
Because I got
Typically.
selected things I wanted a friend and said I know what a friend is. To be honest, I pretty much just hold it to the standard of John. Because John, I can say, John, I never felt betrayed by John, not once in life. Not once. To show you how solid John is. John knows that, one, I don't like nobody popping in my house unannounced. And if I don't know them or you didn't ask me, don't bring nobody to my house. If John know them, he will, if I say I don't answer his call and he got him in the car, John would drop them off, then come to my house. Not, oh, he ain't gonna matter, let me just pull up. He would drop them off, then come. So to say that what I know what a friend like, how are you about telling people's business that you are, who friends you already are? Are you just so quick to say we opening up? I hate when people do this. When you opening up your opening conversation or your few sentences that you just talking about, open it up with talking about somebody else, somebody else's business.
Somebody's personal business.
Negativity, like, yeah, you know this, don't tell nobody, he did this.
Like what?
You would never be my friend. You're disqualified right there. You would never be my friend. You talk too much. You don't know how to keep stuff to yourself. You like a broken cup, you're cooked. I don't want to be your friend. If you don't take care of your kids, don't want to be your friend. You're not trying to do nothing better for yourself. You just don't want no job. You just being a bum. Don't want to be your friend. It's like stuff like that. Or you're not loyal.
Yes, that's mine.
You ready to backdoor? You ready to, like, if you see your friend really care about this girl and you just gotta have her and you'll backdoor them to get her, I would never be your friend. Even if you didn't do it to me, I see you do somebody else, I would never be your friend. It's certain characters I see like, I don't like that. I'm not talking about I will wait to see, maybe he won't keep doing it. If you do something that I don't rock with, you're instantly disqualified.
Yes. That loyalty one is real big on mine, especially with women. Women have a really big issue, like especially in like a group. Like women have a really big issue with trying to backdoor you and go behind and mess with your boyfriend. Like women have that. I don't know if it's like that with men groups, but women have that so bad. I don't even know why it's like that. But loyalty, like if you just can't keep yourself together around men, like you just have to be doing something to somebody's man, you're not gonna be my friend. Because no.
Was that a major thing growing up?
With my friends,
public school?
Major.
Yeah.
100, major, very major. Like listen, I'm not even exaggerating. All of my friends were disloyal. All of my friends went behind my back and messed with my ex. All of them. Every single one of them. I'm not even joking. And so that is really big. That's really big with me because like ain't no way y'all this trifling. Like there's no way.
It is.
But So loyalty, like if you like that, no. And then also like if you're like dumb, like if you're not the type person that want to better yourself at all, you don't be talking about stuff you want to do for yourself. Like you don't have a plan. You don't like, I don't see a drive in you. You also can't be my friend, because if you are the type of person that be want to elevate your life, they'll resent you for that. Then they'll like,
oh, I gotta say,
they'll get jealous. They'll want to, talk about you now. Now it's a problem because you bettering yourself and they not doing nothing for themselves. So now they don't like you. Now they want to backdoor you. Now they want to go sleep with your girlfriend. So it's just like, yeah.
That thing also reminded me one thing which John is amazing at: being genuinely supportive and not a hater.
Yes, it's hard too.
Like you got a friend like with this stuff that's not beneficial. Like say you in the world or you like to like, oh, let's go drink, let's go do this. It's like, oh, we doing stuff that's not beneficial, it's just straight leisure. Oh, let's go do this, let's go to the games, let's go shopping. There's all this stuff, but it's like, oh, bro, I'm about to do this, whatever. Oh, that's cool. Or why is that? Or I don't know, cause I don't know if that's gonna work. Or why are you doing that? All type of stuff, and then they posting all this foolishness on their page, but they never can support their friend.
No, nope.
Oh no, you're not genuinely supportive. You are not gonna ever be my friend.
No.
I heard you over here. You got your friend doing, you're not supporting, then you'll literally. Or even if you're just not or if you're the type to be a hater in general, I don't play that hating stuff.
No.
If I don't care if I'm beefing with you. Let me see if the dude I'm beefing with. Say if I'm beefing with somebody, which I don't beef with nobody, but if I'm beefing with somebody, and even though I'm beefing with one of my friends, like, man, you know that man, that dude right there, he fresh. I don't care if I'm beefing. I'm like, yeah, he is.
He is.
We still beefing though.
Yeah.
He is fresh. He is fresh. That's me. Some dude that all the line like I seen oftentimes with girls in the past. They beef with a girl, they friends a lot of time. Her friend, the one that's beefing with her, like, she like, yeah, girl, and she ugly. She ugly.
No.
And the friend lied. She look better than, yeah, she ugly. Don't lie to that girl.
Don't lie. She look better than her.
She look better than her. Don't ask me.
Don't ask
me. Even if you're my girl, don't ask me a question if you don't want the answer. She like, yeah, she ugly? No.
No, she not.
Does she look better than me?
Yep.
But
you're supposed to be my friend. Well,
you're supposed to be my man. Don't ask me no question. Don't ask me. If you're not ready, don't ask me. Does she look better than me? Yes.
Yeah.
How much? Way better than you. don't ask me. So yeah, I've seen all that stuff. It's like certain things that I would literally. I had someone in the past that I was involved with. I told her too. I said she did something. I seen it. I said she's not really your friend. They stopped being friends 3 months later.
Wait, what you talking with me?
No, I mean I said that too, but I told somebody I was involved.
Oh
with.
yeah.
I told her I said she's not really a friend.
So what did she do that
because
made
she
you...
was so much. Her friend was so much. I'm gonna make an example. She was so much like this. With me, always just trying to. She doing all this, trying to do all this stuff with me too much. I say she's not really a friend.
Dang.
She's not really a friend. Mm-hmm. So,
I was gonna ask you one question.
Go ahead.
Today, now.
How do you improve friends now?
You gotta be like me. So like, you gotta be like loyal. You gotta have some type of like morals for yourself. I do watch, like you were saying, the things that I see you do to other people. That's real. I don't care if you did it to somebody else. You will do it to me too. Period. Because that's a character flaw. So that type of stuff. I also watch how you take care of yourself. Like, are you striving for the stuff that you want? Like, do you have a goal set up? Do you have all that stuff going on for yourself? Like, your mindset is really big for me when you are my friend. And then, like, are you like considerate of other people? Are you selfish? Do you know how to give people like their space? Because I'm not the type of person that always want to be in your face all the time. Can we have space and then you not think it's a problem? That type of stuff is how like I determine it now. And honestly, there's not a lot of women that I could be friends with, because these women now, no, absolutely not. I got my sister. She my friend, really, because me and my sister, we just like this in the head. So I got my sister, but when it comes to like not blood, I can't name one female that I'd be like, yeah, me and her could be good friends. Like, they just not built the same. I'm not built like these women. So I got my sister. That's my friend.
I also want to say that I believe usually when you get a friend, it's something that you like about them or love about them, or something you have in common. It's just not oh, we're just friends, we have nothing in common, there's nothing I like about them, that's cap. It's a reason why they're your friend.
Yeah.
Now it's you to be aware and do self-evaluation to figure out why did you choose this person as a friend. So if you do all these things and you trying to make stuff productive in your life, you got someone that's a nobody, why are you interested in being friends with a nobody?
Yep,
so you need to check from within. What is this that this nobody has that you don't have and that you admire, or is something you have in common with the nobody? Do you like it because you wish you didn't care as much? You wish you didn't care as much as they did, or this the how? Because typically people don't got nothing going for themselves. They have a carefree thing too. That's good at times until it's affecting your life. You ain't got nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you over here is like you probably got to think like oh your friend funny or they considering or stuff like that. You probably are funny and considerate. That's why you like them. You want to involve yourself with someone that you have things in common with. At least I hope so. If you smart, would you be a friend with an idiot? No, I hope not. But some people do.
Some people do.
You mentioned something earlier about having someone that when you go up a level, you said something about that. When you do something good for yourself and you go up a level, and some people, it changes how they view you.
It will.
Negatively.
If you're going up a level, but these people are like literally like stagnant minded, once you're going up, and especially if you're constantly going up, they will eventually like become envious of you, and they'll start treating you different, and then they just won't like you no more because you're doing something for yourself and they're not doing nothing for themselves. So it's putting them in like this uncomfortable situation that's kind of like reminding them that they're not working on themselves because you're working on yourself, and they're seeing it. So it's making them very uncomfortable because now they're like reevaluating themselves. Every time you go up, every time you call them like, hey, I just got promoted, or oh, I just got a new car, or oh, I just got a new house. You're reminding them that they're not doing nothing for their life, that they're literally just sitting around not doing nothing. And so they start to resent you for it. So that's why I say it's important for you to hang out with people who also have drive.
Crab in a bucket.
You can't be, because if you going up, they'll try to pull you down. Like, if you around people that literally don't do nothing for themselves, don't want to do nothing for themselves, y'all are not going to mix. They won't like you. They'll never be good to you. They'll never respect you. They'll talk about you behind your back. They won't be friends to you. They just won't.
It is good to watch the environment you in, because also care with your development. Like, think about this, David. I didn't think we ever would have did this.
Right. Because
you in a content creator space, videographer, photography, that's the space you in, and I'm in the podcast vlogger thing, and we came together, and this idea, the 3-person thing was your idea. Because like minds of being in creative space, because not a lot of people I talk with and hang around, they're not in the space that we in, that I'm actually around. So that's why they're having like a space so imagine me trying to come with an idea and all you worry about is focusing your job and buying clothes and stuff. Like, oh, y'all got this and this. Now, if you're still supportive, that's fine. It's different pockets. But it's when you get someone that has the same mind, like I'm trying to do this and this, and they can add to it because they know what they're talking about.
It's beautiful.
Like on the other side, the cameras and the angles, all that stuff, that's your pocket. But the edit and the video, that's me. So you teaching me about what pieces to go with the camera, why you need this type of camera, the hard drive, how much TB you need, what is this for, what is that for? You teach me the actual certifications for the equipment and stuff. Yes. You teach me that.
Iron sharpen iron.
So, but then me with the editing, I'm teaching you. So it's like on one end, I'm like this, listening. And then if it's me and you doing this, I didn't know that. So yeah, we sharpen each other. Mm-hmm. And then we coming together, making stuff on my YouTube channel.
Let me ask you something. Does it make it easier when, on your end, does it make it easier working with somebody like me that receives criticism and feedback?
Yes.
Okay.
But then it's kind of hard for me to compare because my first video I did podcast-wise with my sister. Mm-hmm. And my sister receiving feedback and good with criticism, she's the same way as you. Uh-huh. So I don't know what it's like to not deal with it so far.
Because I love it. I love it when somebody can give me feedback and criticism, even in my job, naturally. I love it when somebody can tell me, hey, David, you messed up. Because I was raised up to, let me quickly fix it. Some people are, you tell them they messed up, some people, you fix it.
But you're not going to grow like that.
No, right. I don't mind. Just like if somebody tell me like, oh, this could be better, this and this, I listen, especially with what I'm passionate about, like my YouTube channel. Nautica know. Nautica know, like, I got a deep passion for it. It's like, I feel so accomplished and fulfilled when I get done. It's like piece by piece. When we get done with this, I'm gonna have a feeling accomplishment when we shut off the cameras. I'm gonna have a feeling accomplishment when I get done editing. I'm gonna have a feeling accomplishment when I finish uploading. And when it drop, I'm gonna have a feeling accomplishment. And then getting the feedback from the idea, what I had for the video to be, or how I viewed it, and it's viewed the same way to the audience. I love it because, like I said, editing videos and stuff, it's art. Because the editing software, that's the canvas, and the video's the paint. And I put out the masterpiece to the audience. And to see how you like it. Because art is to the eye of the consumer. So that's the same thing how I feel about the videos. People, you can have might not be ultra edited, which I don't know if I ever want to get that route, or it may not be super precise and eloquent with the words like something. But one thing that my video got that a lot don't have is mine's real and authentic.
Yeah. Which I love because it just flows through.
And as y'all can tell, could y'all hear, did I write anything down?
No. Nothing's written down. We just flowing.
Nothing's written down. But
this
was a good one.
I love this dialogue.
We have came to a conclusion of episode 3, the 3-chair talk. I'm glad that y'all came to listen. I hope you enjoyed. I thank y'all for coming on. Thank you for listening.
All right, when are we gonna talk about politics?
I'm ready.
Right.
Politics.